Please welcome Dr. Carlon Colker. Hi, Doctor. Okay, so you've got stuff to show me that's going to maybe work for me to get me going?
Well, I didn't say that. I mean, we're going to try. We're going to cover some things. I don't know what's going to work for you. I don't know what's not. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff out there, and it can be very confusing.
Well, what about andro fuel?
Well, we can start with andro fuel. You know, many substances...
Now, have you tried these things on yourself?
Oh, I knew you were going to ask that, you know. Boy, I like to try a lot of things, and certainly if I needed something like this, I might give it a whirl, but, you know, you always...
But you don't need anything, right? Is that what you're saying?
Is that what you're going after?
No, is that what you're going to say?
Is that what you want to find out?
No, is that what you're trying to...
No, I don't.
That hoax you're trying to perpetrate on us?
No hoax.
All
no
right.
Nothing.
Does it work or not?
Well, some work and some don't.
Well, what about andro fuel? What's that, something you put in your car?
Andro fuel, no, that's yeah, well, most fuels are, or in your body. Okay. Andro fuel in particular is two substances, androstenedione and yohimbine.
What is that?
Androstenedione is actually a precursor or a former of testosterone in the body, and you've probably heard about it from Mark McGuire and all the things that are going on in baseball right now, that it actually forms testosterone, and it does actually form testosterone.
Baseball forms testosterone?
Well, baseball doesn't, but some of the baseball players are taking androstenedione, and some of the other athletes are taking it to boost their mood and in hopes of elevating testosterone. Whether it elevates testosterone or not, that remains to be seen.
What is testosterone? Is the thing that makes you want to have
sex?
You
got it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely,
even
no
for
question.
Women.
And even for women, it definitely drives sex for women, too. It's combined with another substance called yohimbine, which is actually derived from a tree bark in the African Congo. And that actually helps performance, so it can, you know.
All right.
You know, so it's a combination made by Twin Lab. Very interesting substance.
Where do you get it?
At the health food store.
All right.
Absolutely.
Andro fuel.
Oysters.
Are these for real work?
Well, they're for real oysters. You don't want to try? Want to try one?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't eat shellfish.
Yeah.
But
it's not kosher. Sorry,
no, it's not too kosher. But
that's right.
Chicken soup will work.
Actually, yeah. But it's an appetizer. I mean, it's a great appetizer for many people. People love oysters.
But does it work for sex?
No, it's not an aphrodisiac for sex. No way.
Oh.
It does contain zinc and some other substances in it that have been shown to be important for normal.
It's good for lubrication.
There you go. It's good for lubrication.
Zinc?
Remember, location for real estate. For female sexual pleasure?
Lubrication.
Okay, so, lubrication, so there you go.
The oysters help with lubrication?
Absolutely.
In what way?
They help you to lubricate. The zinc brings out the lubrication abilities.
What about chocolate?
Okay,
We know
well,
that works.
Chocolate, you know that as far back as the Aztec times, actually...
Oh,
wow.
There's my chocolate.
You're going to take some of that now, it could be dangerous, you know.
Oh, no, it's so good. Oh.
Well, chocolate was actually, as far back as the Aztec times, was used by King Montezuma. He actually drank chocolate prior to going into his harem to have sex.
Really?
Yeah, hoping that it was an aphrodisiac.
So
whether it works or not, you know, I don't know.
That's
but that was,
still a
of course,
mystery?
those were special times of human sacrifice and big motivators like that. So,
right.
you know,
Well, sometimes I guess if you think it's going to work, it'll work,
if you think it's going to work. There are active substances in there, things with long names like phenylethylamine, which is like an amphetamine-like compound, and theobromine, which is like an antidepressant, and there's also caffeine and sugar. Now, some people are very, very sensitive to these things in small amounts, so it's possible that they could get some arousal from chocolate. But in general, I mean, in the short term, I think you have to eat an awful lot of chocolate for it to give, be an aphrodisiac of any kind.
And I do eat an awful lot of chocolate.
You do?
And it's not working.
Well, it doesn't show. Maybe not even enough of it. You sure?
Maybe oh my God, and the doctor said I must have more chocolate.
I didn't say that. We need to review this off stage.
What have you got here, the stinky stuff?
Oh, the stinky stuff? Well, that may not be the stinky stuff. It may be the oysters.
No,
but that's valerian root. And actually, valerian root is a very interesting substance. It's
Where does it come from?
Well, it's Aletrius farinosa. That's the chemical name. That's the scientific name for this herbal substance. And it's actually sold in tons. As many as 50 tons a year are sold in France alone. So it's very popular. Yeah.
So it
the
might
French
work.
are great
the
lovers.
French,
You know, well, you never know. But
what do you do? Put it in your tea or what?
Well, you can put it in your tea. You can eat it. It's sold as pills. It's sold in liquid. It's sold in all sorts of forms.
Where do you get it?
You can probably find it at health food stores.
Valerian root.
Where did your people get that?
I don't know where they got it.
You have to ask them.
Okay.
Don't go near it if you're
afraid.
It? No, I've never tried it.
Stinky like it's bad feet.
That's another substance.
Now what? Unicorn root.
Yeah.
The heck is that?
Well, unicorn root. This is a substance that is used by a lot of naturopaths and herbal doctors as an enhancer of sexual function, fertility. Unfortunately, there's no scientific studies that show that this works at all. But it is out there, and it's something you have to be aware of. But there's no science to show. Yeah.
So it's coming from a plant, not a unicorn.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you know, I've never seen how they get this. They scrape the unicorn horn down or not.
Have you used any of these?
No.
All right. Even
Boy,
Viagra?
I didn't think I was going to get interrogated here.
Well, you're a doctor and you don't even know if they work.
Well, I think I would be afraid to use one of these because, you know, I mean, I would be afraid of, you know, my partner. They would probably not be able to handle me.
You mean Viagra? Is that what you're talking about?
No, Viagra's another one. I mean, so many of my patients come and ask about Viagra. They'll come and say, you know, hey, doc, take a look at my wrist, you know, and
need
say, oh,
Viagra?
by the way, you know, what do you think of that Viagra stuff? So somehow this conversation many times come full circle back to Viagra. As you know, Viagra is a prescription medication made by Pfizer.
Right,
and of
but
course,
it makes you see blue and have horrible headaches.
Well, that's what they
say.
say, and it's not for women for sure. I mean, you got big problems with women. The recent studies show that it actually causes painful intercourse, and if that's your cup of tea, then maybe that's for you.
Well,
But
then
it's
that
certainly
isn't
not
for me.
suggested
You know about
for
the
women.
herbal Viagra?
No, we don't.
Cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper?
Now, you don't put it on your body, you put it in your food, and it helps with blood flow, which is really what Viagra
Okay, so, thanks, cayenne
Can you
pepper.
join me with one of these? You think it's safe?
Please have one.
Yeah, only if you have one, too.
I'll have one with you.
All right, that sounds good.
Well,
What do we eat? Chopped liver?
You can have some, oh, no, you
Here.
want oysters.
I don't know if it's kosher chocolate.
I don't think it is.
It may
It's
not be.
Godiva. Is Godiva kosher?
Well, if I say they're not, I'm going to be sued.
Shall we eat this and see what it does to
Yeah,
us?
let's see. I'm going to eat this and, well, we'll see what happens when we
Makes
come
your
back.
mouth sticky.